Oh my god, oh my god. Where'd my hair go? I don't know. I have no clue. But what I do know is that I had a whole bunch of sales this weekend. I have no clue how it happened. This is basically the best weekend of sales that I've had doing eBay so far. I got 17 whole sales, and we didn't just get your $5 flips. I had a few of those, but we had some big sales, some $60 plus sales. So guys, we're going to break those down. I actually did do some thrifting as well this weekend. But I'm going to show you right here. That stuff there, it's like 4 boxes. I got all that. There's probably, I don't know, 50, 60 items in there. That will be a 3-hour video if I do all my sales and literally everything that I picked up this weekend. So we'll probably break down what we picked up in another video, probably this Friday or something. But we'll go into what sold this weekend. I'll give you some insights into that. And a lot of it's stuff from previous videos. So if you've kept an eye out or kept watching all those videos, you'll recognize a lot of these. So clearly the advice in some of these videos is worth something, because these books are valuable and they are selling, and they're selling pretty quick, because I've only been doing YouTube for about a month, been doing eBay for about a year now. So a lot of these things are selling within a month. Very good items, and we're going to show you them right here. Yay! Black Stallion, yay! More like it. This is great. This one we just picked up in like a video 2 weeks ago. This one's awesome. This was a nice, you see this right on a bookshelf. Look at this. All Black Stallion by the same author, same cover art. You just pull this out and you take stuff like this. Big book lots like this are pretty good because they're paperback. They're very inexpensive. You don't want like book lots where you're paying like, oh, $2 a book or anything like that. No, you just want these nice, cheap, easy to ship. You don't want the big hardcover book lots. I'm against like the big lots, but small lots like these that you can put in the bag, these are good. Very inexpensive to ship. I have, I think, like $4.50 shipping here. This sold for $22 plus shipping. Thumb up from me. Speaking of thumbs up, we have Goosebumps. Goosebumps. Double thumb. This is our first $60 item that sold this weekend. First but not last. This one was crazy. So this was during my first year of doing eBay here. And I actually found these at a Goodwill on a, I believe, a color day, because that's normally when I did them. Always get your Goosebumps, guys. I have a massive pile of Goosebumps there that I have listed. I have a pile over here that's yet to be listed. And these ones here, these just happen to be 2 ultra rare versions of Goosebumps. So I put them out there for $60. I believe it was this one that was really expensive. This one's called Weekend at Poison Lake. But guys, if you ever see Goosebumps, look at it. It's always good to look at. This one's just another special edition. But always look at Goosebumps. Hey, it even breaks my rule of there's a barcode on the back. So, hey, look at that. Sometimes that is how it is, you know? It would not be a Man Tub Sells video if I did not get rid of more of my free knitting and crochet books. My crochet books. My crochet books. No, these ones here, got these for free. Have probably hundreds of free knitting and all these different types of crafts books. I sell them very cheap. This one's $3. I accepted the offer for $3 plus $3 shipping. Like I said, if your price is 0, repetition, guys. I repeat this all the time because it's very important. I have a few key rules that I like getting across on this channel. And one such rule is if your price is 0, you can only go up from there, all right? Unless you take a crap offer, so don't take crap offers. Only take wins. Don't take L's, all right? No losses, no losses, no losses. Speaking of not a loss, we have here, I don't think I could fit all these in my hand, but I'm going to pick up some of them at least. This Disney lot, this was part of a bag sale. A thrift store was actually closing down for the season. They're opening up next month again. And they were just saying, fill a bag, fill a bag. This is another rule, guys. Always do fill bags. You see fill bags, grab them. Fill a bag for $5. They filled 3 bags. All of books, movies, and all the different CDs, the music CDs. They had a big selection. Just got all of it. Bought the like items. These were all Disney. I have some more down here. Disney and some more. Disney. And there's one more, but I'm just not going to bother with it. But yes, like items, guys, and for the right price. Bag sales, always attend them. Try to get your like items. Oh, I see a bunch of rock and roll music CDs. Put them in the bag. I see a bunch of Disney DVDs. Put them in the bag. I believe last week's video I sold the other bit of DVDs that I got in this bag sale. And it was a bunch of just kids animated. So it was like Shrek. There was Flushed Away. There was another copy of Nemo. There was probably some other weird ones that I didn't even know, but they look like kids' animated movies. Put them in a lot, you get $15 plus free shipping. That's it. That's how it is. It's a time of wonder. It's a time of wonder. This one I got. I don't even remember where I got this, unfortunately. I believe it was at that same thrift store, however. This one's an oldie because I have free shipping all caps, and that's something that I used to do quite frequently. This one, probably picked that up for 50 cents since it's a nice little paperback. It's a nice book. No scannable on the back, so it kind of looks vintage. I normally don't do paperbacks, but I realized recently that kids' paperbacks, especially like the Goosebumps style stuff, but there's other ones too that I've done and had some good luck on. Kids' paperbacks do pretty good. I always say when you're dealing with media, which includes for me like DVDs, games, music CDs, any other type of CD, and obviously books, you normally put in, I would say the standard thing is $1 for 10. That's probably the ratio that you're looking at on average. But sometimes you get these lower ones where you'll pay maybe like 25 cents or 10 cents for a VHS or a music CD, and you get $5 plus shipping. As long as you're getting plus shipping on like those $5 flips, you're in the good. You're in the thumb up. You get my thumb up of approval. Not that that means much, but hey, you're watching me, ain't you? So yeah, this is probably something I picked up for 25 cents or so, and I got $10 for it. Free shipping, which obviously nowadays I do plus shipping. But back in the day, back in the good old days, I did free shipping. This is very recent, and I'm not going to show all of them because they're all right here. I'm just going to pull up the images. I'm going to show you like that. But we have these here. This is, again, kind of like the Black Stallion and the Disney DVDs. I went into a thrift store. I was like, oh, I'm not getting anything. What should I do? What should I do? And I found like items. So this one here, huge lot. These paperbacks, I believe, are 50 cents each. So we got a huge lot of, I believe, 25 old Western paperbacks. Like I said, I have so many over there, but here's just some of them. These look nice. Look at that. Wow, a Western. The Gunsmith. Boom, the Ambush Basin. Boom, Santana Bay Passage. A Killer Rode In. This looks Western, all right? You don't need me to tell you that this is Western, and this looks vintage, all right? So your vintage stuff, guys, this is just good stuff. You always want to look for vintage stuff. It's just a win. Like, this is a big lot, obviously, but we'll be able to fit into something. These are all very small paperbacks, and I charge $6 shipping. I'll probably be around what it is. I don't exactly know, but this is just a good lot. This is a pretty big lot. But I won't bore you guys with any of the shipping nonsense. We're just going to get into the meat of what's going down today, what's sold. Next up, we have a vintage 1968 Tell a tale, tell a tale. I was telling you guys a tale about how these books are so good. Just in last week's video, I showed off the Runaway Pancake, which was a tell-a-tale, and it was going for $40. If you see tell-a-tale anywhere, if you see tell-a-tale, you can just you can turn off your brain. You don't even have to think about it. Just grab it. These books are always good. They always sell for a good amount. I've not picked up one that's a loss. The worst one I picked up was like $10. These are just great. The best ones I picked up were like $60. I think I sold even one for $80. These are amazing books. They're like collectible. And most people say, and I think it's a good quote most of the time, but not in this case, if it's collectible, it isn't, right? But in this case, it actually is. This one sold for $15, but I've sold plenty of these guys. Always make sure you're grabbing Telltale. This is just a me to you tip so you can succeed in the future. Speaking of succeeding, we got rid of another item. This one here that I just showed off, again, in last week's video. And it was the item that I said, hey, I'm going to pick this up. It had never sold before, but the one out there was going for $100. So I undercut them at $33.33 plus $4.50 shipping. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? Well, we're talking about a video right now about what sold, and this thing is no exception. This thing sold. This one sold for $33.33, $4.50 shipping. This is great. It hadn't sold in the past 90 days. Someone had it out there, and it was a different item, but it had this item with it for $100. Came in there for a third of that. I paid 50 cents for this. 50 cents into $33.33 plus $4.50 shipping. Can we complain? I don't think we can. I don't think we can at all. Speaking of not complaining, we have a big lot of Lorcan sale. Another thing I think I showed off, maybe not in last week's video, but in a video maybe 2 weeks ago. Not entirely sure, but this is another quick flip. Have them right here. I'm not a big romance guy, but what I do like is selling romance books. So we have two of them here. We have a few more. I'm just going to scroll in. I'll show you it right here. Boom, bang. This is all pretty weird stuff. I would never read this, but I guess I would buy this and resell it. Because I was going to say I would never buy this, but I would. Because people will buy this for around $30 plus $5 shipping. This is pretty good. This is a quick flip. Always look out for your romances and look out for the like authors. I normally don't have too much luck with Nora Roberts. She sells, just not for that much. But the more niche ones, like we had one, I believe in last week's video, where it was a Western themed romance, and it was probably the same day that I got these Western themed, and I think it sold for around $25. This one is just specifically Laura Kinsale. Now this one's good. This is a double thumbs up, $30 for your nice romance books. Large Harley Quinn and silhouette lots. I know it's Harlequin, but I actually don't care. But anyways, don't sleep on the romance books. Don't sleep on the paperbacks. Sometimes they're like, oh, those can't be valuable. They can. In numbers, you have strength, and the strength to achieve things that no single person could ever do. And it's the same thing with books. No single book can be 2888, other than the ones that I've showed you already that were. Uh-oh, do I see it? Do I see it? I do. It's another knitting book. I'm sorry, guys. It's another knitting book. Another knitting book that I picked up for free. $10 plus $4.90 shipping. This one's good. I'm just going to show it to you here. We're going to scroll in a little bit. Look at that. Pretty nice. Signorina. This one's nice. It just looks cool. You can buy some of these. I've actually bought some of them, believe it or not. Most of the ones I've gotten are free, but I do buy them because of just how well some of these free ones have sold. So I'll go and I'll actually pay money for some of these sometimes when they are worth it. Picked one up even just last week. I think I showed that off in a video. It was going for around $5 plus shipping. A lot of these aren't really that expensive, but if you get them for the right price, just like with anything else, you just want to get it. Carta 96. Now I never used this because I probably wasn't even alive for this thing's conception. No, I wasn't. Windows 95. That was when the dinosaurs roamed the internet. Now, this one here is pretty good. This one I picked up. I think it was 10 cents, 25 cents. Anyways, 10 cents, 25 cents into $5.25. I think that's alright. It's plus $5.10 shipping. That's pretty good. Just some random bit of software, I believe, or some game or anything. Yeah, this software disk is licensed, blah, 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 blah. Who cares about licensing? What we do care about is that the fact that this thing sold well and pretty quick. Any good boys? Any good boys watching? Any good boys watching? I was once a good boy as well. And I followed this like the good boy I was. I got my sticker. I got my stamp on my forehead. This was great. This was great. I was badge farming ever since I was a child. Anyways, this one here, this one is actually pretty cool, unironically. It is a vintage Boy Scouts handbook. I sold this for $15. Boy Scouts old memorabilia. I don't really have to tell you guys this is worth stuff normally. I had a handbook here, happened to fit into my, books media category, but I'm sure if you find anything weird, like if you find like a vintage pin, maybe it will be worth it. I think I've seen people who sell pins exclusively on YouTube, not just Boy Scouts, but just stuff like that. Keep an eye out. Always make sure if you want to take a risk on stuff, just slowly do it. Slowly expand your store, grow into different categories. Obviously, a Boy Scout's handbook is not growing into a different category for me. But if you feel like trying out books, hey, listen to me. I'll give you some good tips. It won't make you won't be a millionaire, but you will do all right. I promise you that. Look for the signs, look for the symptoms, and you'll recognize the disease. Speaking of diseases, we have life and earth science, homeschool stuff, homeschool books, homeschool science stuff. Guys, do not sleep on homeschooling. These people, they're independent. They're doing the good deed for their children. I appreciate it. I respect it. There's plenty of people that I watch who do eBay that are homeschoolers. They're independent folk. They just want to do their own thing. And I'm here, I guess, to support them with some books. Now, obviously, they don't have like the resources that like schools do. So where are they going to get it? I don't know. I've never homeschooled. I don't even have kids. So how am I supposed to know? But I do know is that probably on eBay you find a good amount of these books for your children. So I sell a lot of these. I find a lot of these. I always get a pretty good price for them. This is a good pickup. Always look out for your homeschool books. Your little science, your little math, your English, all that stuff. I normally actually sell science. Yeah, I've picked up so much science stuff in the past, and I found some math and some English, but honestly, I found a lot of science, which is weird. Speaking of the Independent, we have the Amish Wonders book. We have the Amish Wonders book series. This one's pretty cool. Another romance. Same author, same style, same series. This is pretty good. This is like what I said, is just you want to go for the like items. You want to go for these weird niche romance ones. Your standard romance is not going to go anywhere. But anything like this is, again, just a weird category of romance. You know, any of those people are like, hey, I'm Amish, and I want to read about this girl admiring someone build a barn, then hey, good on you. You can go on eBay and buy it. But you probably can't, because if you're Amish, you're probably definitely not on eBay, and you're certainly not watching this video. And if you are, I think that's treasonous. But I'm not going to tell on you, because I have a higher call. A higher call right here. Right here. Right now. Adam Makos. This book, I'm going to give you guys a story right now. I enacted a holy rodent crusade downstairs. I was trying to find this book. I didn't label it. I felt like an idiot. So I was trying to go through every box. Oh, God, where is it? I hear. I'm like, what the hell? So I look and I go and I find out it's my trash bin. I look in there. I'm like, what the hell? And then up comes a mouse. I'm like, oh my God! Bang! I punched it in the face. I didn't do that. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I turned around and I opened the door. I just tried to get it to come out, obviously. That didn't work. So what I did was, now this is horrible, but I did do it. Because, hey, my storage space, not his. I went in there with my two dogs, Larry and Toby, and I unhooked them. I let them go. And so they went out all throughout the downstairs. And they just, I think we had 3 victims today. We had a squirrel. Believe it or not, there was a squirrel down there. And Larry killed the squirrel. Larry killed the mouse. And then there was a 3rd victim that Toby chased into a corner. And boom! And all I heard was from my dog. So I don't know if he actually killed them or not, but he definitely scared the living shit out of them. And hopefully they don't come back down there. Because I was not about to start going through all my stuff, knowing that there was mice and everything coming around. Because I started to go back in before I let out the dogs. I should tell this part because it provides more context. I saw the mouse walking all over my parents' clothes, and he was hopping around. He was getting closer to me, and then I tried to, like, you know, again, push towards him. He just, and he starts spurging out. I'm like, what the hell? And then I start hearing, I was like, okay, I'm getting the hounds. Release the hounds! And release the hounds of war we did. My storage space was purged, and so wasn't this book from my storage. This book is going out for around $12. Thank you for listening to my tangent. Jeweled Ming trees! Jeweled Ming trees! Jeweled Ming trees, Jeweled Ming trees, Jeweled Ming trees. This is another free one from my crochet and knitting books that I found. This one here is pretty good. This one is just another free book. I was like, this isn't going to sell, is it? And I put it out there for $10. Someone ended up buying it, and they ended up paying for it this weekend. So good on them. We're on the last book, everybody. The last books. What could they be? What could they be? I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2, boom! The Samoa books. The Samoa books. Never underestimate the power of the Samoa books. These ones going for $63. This is pretty good. This is some good photography books. Same person, Frederick Euler Suter. This is pretty good. You want to get stuff like this. Always these art books, these photo books, these nice coffee table books. Just get them. These are always good. This, again, a pretty niche audience. Who's going to buy the Samoa book? I have no clue. This guy did, though, for $63. It's one of those things. You pick up these things that you don't expect to go anywhere. And they will. They will because they are good items. They're niche items. No one really picks these up. No one's selling them on eBay. You're the only guy. You're the only provider. This is a good item. Make sure you're looking out for like any of these big photography books. I typically do well with them. They are pretty hefty. They do cost a little bit to ship. So free shipping on this was a mistake. But it sold for $63. I paid $1 each for these. I'm not going to start crying because I put free shipping like a year ago when I picked this up. I held on to these for a while, but they did sell for $63. Would you want to put $2 down to have it grow into $60? I would. One of those ones where it's like those weird questions, or it's like, would you rather have $10 today or $100 then? That scenario absolutely is not what this is, but it's just whatever came to my head. It's my video, so I'm going to say what I want. Speaking of saying what I want, I have rambled on long enough now, guys. It's been a pleasure. Another video down the weekly startup. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. Let me know, did you have any big sales? Did you have your biggest sales weekend yet this past weekend? I hope you did. Do you have rodents in your storage space? If so, do you have 2 dogs to deal with them? Or maybe a cat? Probably a cat's a little better because they were a little bit messy. I'll tell you what. I had to clean up a little bit of blood. Yeah. Have some pictures, but I don't think they're safe for YouTube. So, you'll probably never see them, but you know they exist. It's your host, ManTupSells, giving you a soldier salute and a peace. I love you guys. Have an amazing week. Go thrift. Go list. Go do stuff. Go kill some rodents. Go have fun. And maybe watch some more YouTube videos. Who knows what you're going to do, but I'm done wasting your time. Peace.